After this scene, Anakin goes to inform the Jedi Council of Palpatine's admittance to being the Sith Lord. In the original timeline, Yoda was on Kashyyyk, so Anakin went to whoever was the highest in command at the Jedi Temple, which, as we know, was Mace Windu. But what if, in this alternate universe, Yoda told Mace to go to Kashyyyk, while he stayed at the temple himself? Let's disregard the fact that Yoda said he had good relations with the Wookiees to further our analysis in this story. Everything changes. Let's dive into it. When Anakin told Mace Windu that Palpatine was the Sith Lord, as we see in this scene here,
I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord.
Mace does something that I don't think any other Jedi would have done. He irrationally decides to rush the Chancellor in the most arrogant way possible. Now we can see where his dark side powers played with his confidence and brash decisions, as we have seen all Darksiders fall prey to. He essentially tells Anakin, "Great news, boy. Sit back while I and the other worthy Jedi Masters take care of this new threat that you've just told me about. I'll handle this myself." And we all know how that ended. I understand Anakin was conflicted, and Mace was trying to do the right thing, but he was too confident in his abilities. Rightly so, because he was powerful enough to back it up. But he did not make the right choice. The right choice a real Jedi Master would make. A Grand Master Jedi, like Yoda. If Yoda was on the temple grounds while Mace was on Kashyyyk and Obi-Wan was on Utapau, then Anakin would definitely have gone to Master Yoda for guidance on the matter. He was the only Jedi he spoke to about visions of Padme's death. While keeping her identity out of it, he trusted Yoda's knowledge and guidance on something so personal that he didn't share with Windu or Obi-Wan even. It was a known fact, Windu didn't like Anakin, and Anakin didn't like Windu for always being so hard on him and untrusting of his actions, not to mention denying him the rank of Jedi Master. Going to Yoda with this new news about Sidious, Yoda would have not rushed Palpatine with the crew of the other Jedi. He would have meditated on the matter and sought guidance of the entire council as a whole. We must note that if it was enough of a topic for all Jedi Masters to have a conference on the topic of Anakin being appointed as Palpatine's representative, then it would definitely have called for a meeting at the unveiling of the Sith Lord that they've been searching for since Episode 1. After calling his council meeting, Yoda would have Obi-Wan and Mace Windu finish their dealings on their missions and return back to Coruscant at the Jedi Temple. Since Anakin told Palpatine that he was going to turn him to the Jedi Council, Yoda would foresee this as a problem until the other Jedi Masters arrived back. He would send Anakin to further spy on Palpatine, to pretend to learn his teachings. This is something Anakin secretly wanted to do more than anything. Remember, he never wanted to join Sidious. He never cared for the Sith or even the Jedi. He just wanted to save his wife from dying and to become the strongest and most respected Force user in the galaxy. He would return back to Palpatine's office and tell him he's changed his mind and would like to learn more about his teachings to decide whether the Jedi way was right for him or not. This would buy Yoda and the others time to meet together and then confront Palpatine. Now, while Anakin went to Palpatine, he would be told further about Darth Plagueis and his ability to cheat death, and all ancient Sith who returned as a Force ghost, opening his eyes to all aspects of the Force, just as Sidious told him. As he would leave the Chancellor's office, he would tell him he'd be back the next day to learn more from him and make his final decision to join the Sith or stay with the Jedi Order. Waiting on this, and needing a Sith apprentice to fulfill Darth Bane's rule of two, Palpatine would wait for Anakin's return the following day. During this time, Obi-Wan would have finished his mission and Mace Windu would have arrived from his long travels on Kashyyyk back to Coruscant to meet with Yoda and discuss their plan. Yoda would tell them that the three of them would go to the Chancellor's office and question him on what Anakin told them. Doing so, the three Jedi Masters would enter the Chancellor's office along with Fisto, Tin, and Kolar. The 6 Jedi Masters would overwhelm Sidious. He would have no choice but to either back down or fight. Sidious, being who he is, would undoubtedly fight, knowing the charade was up.
Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
Igniting his lightsaber, he would charge at Tin and Kolar, knowing they were the weakest of the lot, killing them in a blur of red. Standing his ground, he would swiftly move over Mace and shock Yoda with lightning, sending him into the wall as he slashed his saber across Fisto's abdomen, killing him with remarkable speed. All that was left was Obi Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, and Master Yoda, who was getting back up from the attack. Obi-Wan broke the silence. "Give up, Chancellor, it's over. We have the high ground." As he stood atop the steps next to Windu, Yoda joined the battle, now furious at the loss of his council members, flipping and jumping over Sidious, leaping onto walls and desks. He was so much faster than Obi-Wan, who couldn't even keep track of him with his eyes. As Mace and Obi-Wan joined in, Palpatine was overmatched. As Obi-Wan distracted the Chancellor with an attack, both Mace and Yoda blasted the Sith Lord with a combined effort of force push, sending him so hard into the wall that he left a gargantuan imprint of his back as he fell to the floor, whimpering in pain. Yoda and Mace took one step closer to him as they lowered their lightsabers to his throat, green and purple illuminating each side of his cheeks, vowing to kill him right there, as Mace told Yoda.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
I'm too weak. Don't kill me, please.
Agreeing, Yoda and Obi-Wan watched as Mace raised his lightsaber to strike down the evil Sith Lord that had been causing so much turmoil within the galaxy. When they heard a voice from behind them,
I need him!
It was Anakin. He had come to stop them from killing his only lead to the dark side and possibly saving Padme's life. After all, Palpatine was his friend still, someone who he looked up to as a father over the years. Yoda's idea of telling Anakin to stall Palpatine by asking him for more information on the powers of the dark side was dangerous, and this was why. Anakin was too curious and now could not let his only lead, Palpatine, to die. Telling them to stop and that he must be tried in the Galactic Court of Justice, that this isn't the Jedi way, Yoda began to frown, telling Windu that to kill was wrong. Obi-Wan spoke to Anakin in defiance.
Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil!
Where Anakin would tell him that from his point of view, the Jedi were evil. As Palpatine looked up, he would see the Jedi all turn sideways, focusing their attention on Anakin. The time to strike was now. He had all the footage on camera that he needed, the three most powerful Jedi Masters coming to his office and trying to kill him, while his hero, Anakin, came to his rescue. He jumped backwards from the ground, summoning the second spare lightsaber from its resting place in the vase in his office. Now wielding two identical red lightsabers, he would raise them in his defense against the Jedi, who were sandwiched by him and Anakin. As Anakin walked towards them, he ignited his lightsaber again, telling them to arrest him. Yoda shook his head at this betrayal. Yoda sent a surge of the Force to push Anakin back into the wall and through the door, knocking him unconscious. As Windu smirked at his master, they continued to corner Palpatine, who was backed into the corner like a dog. Throwing one of his lightsabers at them, using the Force to twirl it around, creating a force field and a barrier between them, while pointing the other straight ahead in case they were to attack. He reached into his cloak and contacted Commander Cody.
Execute Order 66.
And ordering immediate aid at his office. Within moments, nearly 50 clone troopers patrolling the Chancellor's building showed up to draw their weapons on the Jedi, who began to deflect the attacks with precision and mastery. As Yoda ran through them, his short stature proving helpful in taking out all of their ankles. Using this advantage, Palpatine cut a hole in the wall using his saber and jumped through it, taking the elevator to the rooftop and boarding the ship that awaited for him with the clones inside, ordering them to kill all the Jedi and bring Anakin Skywalker to him. This would not be done, as Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Mace Windu were far too powerful to be killed by mere clone troopers, just like the Battle of Geonosis, where they had each other's backs and protected one another, killing every clone that came for them. Sounding the alarm at the temple for all the Jedi to return to the grounds immediately, sending a beacon out regarding Order 66, they would check to capture Anakin when they saw he was nowhere to be found. He had escaped, and most likely, with the Chancellor. Attempting to take Padme with him, who refused after she saw who he was turning into, would escape to the Jedi Temple, betraying Anakin and his quest for power and domination. Anakin would join the Emperor, now feeling empty and betrayed, hating the Jedi for stealing Padme even more now. This avoided him losing any of his limbs, ultimately making him more powerful than ever before as the machined Darth Vader, and now reaching his potential as Darth Vader, the human Sith Lord, capable of Force lightning and masterful combat acrobatics, all the while strengthening his bond with the Force through his natural limbs. The clones would be hunted down by all the Jedi in the galaxy, losing some, but most would survive the betrayal. Palpatine would move to construct the Death Star as he had already planned, further training Vader in the dark side of the Force, just as he had with Maul, but this time better. As time would pass and Padme's pregnancy would evolve, she would give birth to Luke and Leia at the care of Yoda, Mace, and Obi-Wan. They would train the Skywalker children from birth, developing and mastering their gifts and natural talents, creating the most powerful beings in the galaxy next to the Shaman of the Wills, of course. All the while, Anakin would train every single day as he grew older, stronger and more full of hatred. He would own his skills and techniques, growing more powerful than the Emperor and knowing he could overthrow him any day now. His lust for power had grown so full that he had no more things to take for his own. The Emperor knew this. He could feel this. He knew it was only a matter of time until Anakin killed him. Thinking of Padme every day and of his children that he never got to meet, he longed for the day he would return to the temple, so powerful he would make the Jedi Masters who refused to make him a master bow before his feet. That day was today. Okay guys, thanks for watching part 1. I had to cut it here so that I can give you all a chance to win the new lightsaber giveaway. All you have to do is share this video that I've posted on the Facebook page. Like previous contests before, I'll take the names of all the winners, enter them into a random selection generator, and select a winner. If you are anywhere outside of North America, shipping on Amazon is an issue apparently, as they don't ship worldwide from Canada or the US. So if you end up winning and you're from the UK or Australia or Japan even, I'll give you the choice of something else that you want, such as a gift card to Amazon in your country or a video game or whatever it may be equivalent to a Force Effects lightsaber. I'll announce the winner in 1 week's time, so we'll make this one fast because I know you don't all like to wait so long to find out who won. I sincerely appreciate you all. My whole life revolves around this channel and you guys who watch and comment and like, and I can't even begin to express the nice feeling I get from reading your messages. So thank you again. And here's to starting 2017 together. I'm really excited. As a growing Star Wars community and the best Star Wars community. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and let me know in the comments below how you'd like part 2 to go, which I'll have out in exactly 7 days. So let's aim for next Saturday. Thank you everyone. I'll see you all in the comments below and in tomorrow's video of Star Wars Theory. Until then, remember,
the Force will be with you always.